Welcome to the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Hi, my name is Rory Peters, and I'm the founder of the Live Like You Mean It Live event. I'm a speaker, a sales and leadership trainer, and the author of Sell Like You Mean It and Live Like You Mean It. This week, I want to talk to you about gratitude. Now, some of you may have thought about this quite a bit, and others not much at all. But I want to tell you some of the amazing benefits of having an attitude of gratitude, meaning simply being grateful for what you have. Being grateful for all the amazing things in your life. But studies have shown there are enormous physical, psychological, and social benefits of gratitude. Dr. Robert A. Emmons is professor of psychology at the University of California in Davis. He's also the founding editor-in-chief of the Journal of Positive Psychology, and he's one of the foremost scientific experts on gratitude. And according to him, and you know from watching these videos, I hardly ever read anything, but the shopping list of benefits of gratitude was just way too high. So let me read some of the benefits for you. Physical benefits. Stronger immune systems. Lower blood pressure. Increased energy and vitality. Improved quality and duration of sleep. Show of hands. How many of you would like those benefits? Psychological benefits. Manifests in levels of higher positive emotions, improved overall mental health, increased ability to manage stress and reduce anxiety, higher sense of self-worth, more joy and pleasure, more optimism, happiness, and life satisfaction, and increased ability to maintain and exercise routines. And socially, stronger interpersonal relationships, increased feelings of connectiveness with others, more forgiving, more generous, and more compassionate. How many of you would like to enjoy those particular traits? I think all of us would. But the amazing thing is, they simply come from being grateful. For being grateful for what you have in your life. See, the thing is, most of us spend our time thinking about the things we don't have. And either complaining or worrying or trying to achieve things that we don't have. Very seldom do we spend our time thinking about what we already do have. The things in our life that are absolutely amazing. The things we've enjoyed throughout our entire life that we never stop to even think about. Gratitude is such an easy thing to put into practice, but yet so few people do it. But according to scientific research, and there's more and more and more coming out all the time, gratitude, being grateful, has amazing physical, emotional, psychological, and social benefits. So again, this simply means being grateful. Now, how can you adopt this attitude of gratitude? One of the things you can do is have a gratitude journal. So what you do is every night or every morning, whichever you prefer, when you first wake up or just before you go to bed, write down what you're grateful for. What happened that day that you are grateful for? What things are in your life that you are grateful for? And the key is to not to try and repeat anything. Now, this means that what you might want to do is get somewhat specific. But again, research after research is showing how powerful this particular tool is, and again, helping us with physical, emotional, psychological, and social benefits. It's absolutely amazing. When I think about it in my own life, there are things that I could be very angry about in my life, things that I've gone through. For example, my eyesight is not the greatest, and it is something that is not correctable or repairable. It's just something I've had to live with most of my life. Well, actually, all of my life. And I'll continue to live with it for the rest of my life. Let me tell you some of the things I love to do. Play basketball, racquetball, football, baseball, photography. How many of those things don't require eyesight? How many of those things don't require you to have really, really good eyesight in order to excel at that particular activity? I mean, all of them need it. And I didn't have it at the level I'd like. And believe me, there were times in my youth when I was angry. I was angry at the fact that because of something that I was afflicted with, it stopped me from being able to do the things that a young boy would like to be able to do and be able to do well. but I couldn't. At least not the level that I wanted to. And one of the things I had to learn is to compensate for that. To compensate for my eyesight. See, to this day, the moment I think for a second of how my life could be better or all the things that I could have accomplished maybe if I had 20/20 vision, I immediately stop myself. And I immediately say, thank you, God, that I have eyesight, that I'm not blind, because I could have gone blind, but I didn't. And even though I don't have the eyesight that ideally I'd like to have, I have eyesight. I can go and watch the sunset or the sunrise. I can watch the moon set. How many have ever done that? I have been to some of the most beautiful places in this continent and enjoyed the beauty that was there. And I can do that because I have the eyesight. No, I could not be a professional baseball player, basketball player. I could not be an A-ranked racquetball player. And it drastically affects my photography. But I still get to do all those things. And I am exceptionally grateful for that capability. I'm also exceptionally grateful for the things that I learned to do to compensate for my eyesight. You see, I did end up being first string on my high school basketball team my last year. Now, honestly, it happened because, unfortunately for one of the players, he got sick and I took his place. But the fact is, I was the next in line. I was the first guy chosen when we needed a replacement, despite my eyesight. I became the first string on that team. Racquetball. I have spent most of my time playing racquetball with guys half my age, and I have won far more than I lost. What I lacked in eyesight, I made it for in intelligence, in anticipation, and in pure out hustle. I used those things to compensate. As I said, I have watched the sunrise and the sunset in some of the most beautiful places on this planet. And I've photographed some amazing scenery. And I am so grateful, and I love every minute of it when I'm driving around the country seeing some of the amazing scenery that exists here. That I have that capability. No, I don't have great eyesight. No, I could never be a professional baseball player or basketball player. It affects my pool game. It affects every aspect of my life. But I'm still exceptionally grateful because I still have the capability of doing the things I love to do. Maybe not the level I'd like, but I still can do them. And I can still compensate for my eyesight with all the other gifts that I have. We have to focus on what we have, what we're grateful for, the amazing things that are our life, and all the things we have yet to accomplish. When you wake up in the morning, think about the things that you have, the things you're grateful for. Because I actually can see, I get to look into my wife's eyes every morning. How amazing is that? I am eternally grateful for what I have and for the things that are yet to come in my life and for the gifts that I've developed because of my lack of eyesight. I think one of the reasons that I've been fortunate enough to be a pretty healthy guy, that I very seldom get sick, that I don't have aches and pains, despite all the sports I've played all my life, I have very few aches and pains. I haven't ruined my knees or my hips or my back or anything like that. And I think, quite honestly, one of the reasons for that is the fact that I've always appreciated what I've had. I've been grateful for the things that I have in my life. And I've not taken any of that for granted. And what it's done is it's affected my attitude on life. I don't feel stress. Quite honestly, I don't. No matter what's going down, I don't get stressed out. There's no point. There's no benefit to it. It never helps anything. I stay calm and I get the job done to the best of my ability. Right? Because if you just stress out, you're going to do worse than if you were able to stay calm, relaxed, and get the job done. If you're not grateful, you have more stress. With gratitude comes less stress because I'm not constantly thinking about the things I don't have or the abilities that I lack. That would cause stress. Stress on your body, on your mind. But instead, I look at the things I do have. And I look at the things that are going to happen to me down the road. When I was younger, I couldn't see past the end of the week. Now, I see 15, 20 years down the road. And I smile every time I think about where my life is going and where I'm going to take it. I am grateful for the gifts that God has given me and the abilities that I have to help people. That's a pretty cool thing. And despite some of the limitations that I have and that I have to deal with, it doesn't stop me from doing the things that I want to do. And it doesn't stop me from perfecting the gifts that don't have anything to do with my eyesight. So think about not what it is that handicaps you, or not what it is that you don't have, but think about the things you do have. And then look down the road. If you give 100%, if you really go after the things that you'd like to have in your life, what your life will be like when you achieve those things. We need to be grateful for who we are and what we have and where we're going. And that will make our life a lot less stressful. And from that, you will have the benefits of all the things that Dr. Emmons is talking about. Your physical, emotional, psychological, and social health will be so much better. And you will enjoy your life so much more. Think about it. I mean, just in a split second, think about the difference between somebody who's constantly thinking about the things they lack and the things they don't have versus somebody who's grateful for what they have and the things that are yet to come. Who's going to be happier? Who's going to enjoy their life more? And which one do you want to be? I hope you found this video beneficial. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday. Have a fantastic week. Take care.